In this section, we're going to talk about the straddle strategy. I really like this strategy, and I'm going to go through the rules first to show you exactly how you would do it step by step. Don't worry if you don't understand these rules from the get-go. I'm going to go through an example as well after I explain these rules, and you'll see how it all applies. So the first rule or step in the strategy is 30 minutes before the news is released, pull up the 15-minute time frame of any chart. Like I said, you should use one of the major pairs probably since they have tighter spreads, and that's what I always trade on as well. The second step is to look at the range of the last 10 to 12 candles. Then once you have that range, you're going to draw a horizontal line on the top of the range and on the bottom of the range. Then next, you're going to set a buy stop 10 pips above the top of that range and a sell stop 10 pips below the bottom of that range. Then you're going to set a trailing stop of 5 pips on those pending orders, and you're going to set a stop loss of 20 pips on those pending orders. Then, once the market starts moving, the news is released. Once one of those pending orders is triggered and its trailing stop is also triggered, you can cancel the other pending order. Now, if the trailing stop is not triggered, leave that other pending order open, because then what could happen is if it goes back the other way, you could offset the loss by winning that other trade once the other pending order is triggered. So I know that's a lot of information. I promise it's really not that complicated. And I'm going to go through an example right now and go step by step through these rules so you can see exactly how to apply this. And so you can start using this strategy in the market when the news comes out. So like it says here, the first step is 30 minutes before the news is released, pull up the 15-minute time frame. So here we have an example of the Euro USD with the 15-minute time frame, and we are 30 minutes before the news release is going to come out. Then the next step, like it says here, is to look at the range of the last 10 to 12 candles. So you can see here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count all the way up to here, is about 12 candles. And you can see that we have a range where the market is ranging a little bit right here before the news is going to be released. The third step is to draw a horizontal line on the top and the bottom of that range. So like I said, we counted these 12 candles or so back. And now what we're going to do is draw a horizontal line here and a horizontal line here, trapping this range inside of these two horizontal lines. The next step is going to be to set a buy stop 10 pips above the top of that range and a sell stop 10 pips below the bottom of that range. So you can see here we have the top of the range, the bottom of the range represented by these two red lines. And you can see 10 pips above here, we put our buy stop pending order, and 10 pips below the bottom of the range, right here, we put the sell stop pending order. Next, the rules tell us to set a trailing stop of 5 pips on the pending orders. So we go and we set a trailing stop on these pending orders here. Then after that, we're going to set a stop loss of 20 pips on those pending orders. So we again go to these pending orders and set a stop loss of 20 pips. Then from there, everything is set up and ready to go. And then we just simply have to wait for the news to come out and see which way the market moves. So once the news comes out and things start moving, then we want to follow these rules right here. So once one of the pending orders is triggered and its trailing stop is triggered, then we'll cancel the other pending order. And if the first pending order is triggered and the trailing stop is not triggered, we're going to leave that other pending order open to offset the loss in case the market goes against us. So let's see how this one played out. And there you have it. The market shot up. In fact, I traded this exact pair, this exact situation. This is my drawing from last week, and I made a great profit on this move. So you can see here that the buy stop would have been triggered once the market moved up here, these 10 pips. And I had my 5 pip trailing stop that helped me catch this entire movement all the way up here. So what could have happened is this candle could have formed and then it could have shot all the way back down this way, right? Because anything can happen in the Forex market. So if that had happened, I probably would have been stopped out by my 5 pip trailing stop that probably would have been triggered around here. So everything would have been okay. But let's say that it triggered the buy stop and my trailing stop was never triggered. Then like it says in this rule back here, if the first pending order is triggered and the trailing stop is not triggered, leave the other pending order open to offset the loss. So let's say that this one was triggered and then it shot down after here and hit my stop loss. Let's say that's around here. Then my sell stop would probably get triggered because now the market's moving down strongly in this direction. So I may have lost this trade, but now I'm in profit on this trade, and that way one can offset the other. I like to use this strategy with all the major pairs and just set this up before the news event begins. And that way, if I profit on one pair and break even on another, overall, I'm profitable between all the pairs that I'm trading. So that's how you trade the straddle strategy. I hope you can implement this before the next news event. At least give it a go on a demo account. It's really, really fun to watch it once the market starts moving and one of your pending orders here get triggered. It's really fun to see this thing in action. And it's fun as well because you set everything up before the news comes out. And that way, when the news does come out, you don't have to let your emotions play into your trading. You can just simply let it go and let your trading system do its thing and just wait for everything to close in profit or in a loss. And overall, hopefully you're profitable. So like I said, try this on the next news event and good luck.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you join our free Discord channel to get access to all the cheat sheets and a bunch of other cool bonuses. The next video in the course is right here.